Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot, here to bring you another general collective reading for the day commencing for Tuesday, December 27th of 2022. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the reading. Let's see what comes up through the power of the numbers, because that's how we roll on this channel, right, Scorpio? So, calling upon the trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers, and so it is. Let's see here. We got the power of number 6. Some of you are dealing with a Gemini or Cancerian born in the month of June. We could see the Lover's card kick in, picking up on the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, something about getting out of a clouded situation. Some of you could be getting out of debt this week or working off, like paying off some of the smaller debts for December 31st of 2022. Power of number 8. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo born in the month of August, picking up on the Strength card. Seeing the 8 of Wands, something about rapid fire communication, or maybe possibly getting ready to go out of town, or you're going to gear up to go somewhere maybe for New Year's Eve. Some of you are going to go to New York City and be in Times Square this week. Text messages, random text messages I'm picking up on. Some of you are also going through kind of like a wave of emotion this week. Some of you could be feeling a little bit emotionally numb after this holiday weekend. Maybe it's just because you're exhausted. You know, during this time frame, if you're an empath, Scorpio, and you do pick up on energies off of other people, this is a huge time to be impacted energetically still. It's always that, you know, especially with the holidays, the month of December, etc. Some of you feel like you just haven't been able to catch your breath, you know, but I feel like there will be some time this week where you're just going to be able to decompress a little bit. Maybe not as far as you want to, but some of you have plans for New Year's Eve. Others of you do not. Some of you guys wish you had something to do for New Year's Eve. So, you know, it's okay to make last minute plans. Okay. You know, if you feel like you're trying to get out of an emotional funk, you know, it might be helpful, you know, to get out for a few hours, maybe on New Year's Eve. You know, you don't have to, you know, if the budget is a little bit tight, you know, maybe you can call a friend and either have somebody come over for dinner, watch a movie, or if not that, go maybe treat yourself to something nice at a nice restaurant, you know, go have a nice dinner. You know, and of course, drink responsibly, you know. But something about forward movement or this 8 of Wands energy that I'm also seeing in my mind's eye, this could feel like maybe a momentum that is slowly but surely building up inside of you, thinking about where you're headed in 2023. Keep your goals simple, you know, especially during the first month of the calendar year of January, because technically we're still in the zodiac year. We won't have our zodiac quote unquote new year until we hit the season of Aries, because Aries rules over the first house of the zodiac. So technically, astrologically speaking, we're still in the zodiac year of 2022 into 2023. Now, calendar-wise, traditional calendar-wise, we are in the season of Capricorn. Capricorn is the 10th house of the zodiac, okay? I feel that Capricorn energy wants you to go the distance, but keep your goals realistic and don't over project your goals for the month of January of 2023. Maybe start off with one project and see how fast. Challenge yourself. Can you get this goal done in a 2-week time frame? Can you get it done before Capricorn season? Because I've been there before where I've had a lot of goals on my plate and it doesn't exactly, they haven't always come into fruition the way I wanted it to. So that's why, from my own personal experience, if you guys feel challenged, but you have this momentum, just don't overdo it, okay? Because, you know, when you accomplish something, you want to feel the thrill. You know, you want to feel the thrill of seeing something succeed or that you accomplish something. Give yourself that acknowledgement. You know, give yourself a high five in the mirror for what you have accomplished, Scorpio. Write yourself positive sticky notes that saying, hey, I'm number one. I'm the best. Whatever it takes to boost your self-empowerment, your self-concept, getting back into personal power and control. You may see a lot of, I'm picking up on the color yellow again. You may see a lot of yellow, surprisingly, maybe during the season of Capricorn. Could be yellow roses. Could be yellow roses. It could be something that you might see on Pinterest. Maybe it's color themes. Maybe you've been thinking about painting a room in your house yellow. I don't know. But the thing is, to me, it's that that solar plexus energy. Getting into perfect power and control. Some of you may need to streamline your schedule throughout the week. Where you realistically have time to put other things aside and that you can focus in on a goal for the month of January and only work on that, because maybe you just need to gain some form of momentum and then get into that new rhythm and flow and cycle of energy. Okay. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is also showing up in my mind's eye. You working hard or trying to figure out maybe one or two more side hustles that or it could be a craft, a project, a hobby, just something to do for yourself, or maybe learning a new skill. Some of you guys have been thinking about also too, learning another language. It could be Spanish. It could be Italian. Some of you may go out there and try to learn Japanese. Who knows? But the thing is there's something here about education I'm also picking up on. Like I have been actually, it feels to me that education energy, it's kind of building up or growing momentum. Some of you may be seeking financial aid in order to pursue a trade or go off to a trade school. So I do feel that there is a surge of creativity going on right now in some of your minds. How you're going to make, 2023 different. There may still be some things, there may still be some residual energies of 2022, but stop and reflect as to what you have been able to achieve. Think about how many blessings did you get? Did you take the time to thank that energy? You know what I mean? So staying in the attitude of gratitude will also shift your vibrational frequency, and it will also allow more and better things to keep coming in your direction. So stay focused as best as possible. Some of you guys really do need to be on a more stricter schedule and setting boundaries with your time and energy in order to get some of these bigger things done, So through Capricorn season, Keep things realistic. Maybe start the new year off like when January 1st kicks in. I know for me, I'm going to get more. One of my goals is to get more on a routine of that flow of the moon cycles. So the 1st and the 15th of the month, and depending on, what phase the moon is in, being in that energy. So being more consciously aware of when we're in the waxing moon phase, to set intentions for things to come in my direction. So know your moon cycles. When we hit up a new moon, when we hit up a full moon, okay? Because right now, this is the time, if you're going to be doing like prosperity work, prosperity candle magic or work or manifestation for yourself, this is the time to be doing it. This is also the time to be setting your intentions. You don't necessarily have to wait for a new moon to set new intentions. You could do it now during this waxing moon phase. And then when we hit up the waning moon, think about the things that have been probing at you that need to get vanished, So being consciously aware of those moon phases and putting yourself into that energetic rhythm and flow, okay? So that your mindset as well can start to kind of adapt to these changes, or when you start to feel like, okay, this needs to get vanished out of my life. I need to remove this. I need to change some of my eating habits. If you're trying to, let's say, for example, some of you guys do work out a few days out of the week, but when you think about it, where your most momentum when you're working out, do it during a waning moon, because it's about, like, if you're trying to lose a couple extra pounds or you're trying to tone up your body, do it more so during the waning moon, because it's about elimination. You're getting rid of the excess sugar in your body. You're getting rid of, managing your caffeine intake, or you're wanting to lose weight. Maybe you have a targeted weight loss goal. Focus in on that waning moon phase, because it's about the process of elimination. You know what I mean? And then when you're going to the gym, think about during the waxing moon phase, because everything's on the growth, think of your muscles and your flexibility strengthening. So yeah, for myself, I know that is something I'm going to be doing, because I've been meaning to do it for a long time, especially like when we get into doing more spiritual rituals and spiritual cleansings on that full moon, on that new moon, and being in that rhythm. Okay, so when we talk about shifting high vibrational frequency, it could be about you, clearing out mind clutter. It could be about, the best time to clean your house sometimes is during a waning moon phase. Again, getting rid of the clutter. Maybe you schedule cleaning your house during the waning moon phase, like you do a deep clean, okay? And then when it comes to your house, and then you get into the waxing moon phase, you want to draw in all that new energy, the strength of your home, the foundation of the energy in your home, okay? So there's so many different ways that you can tap into these rhythm and flow and cycles, so that you feel like, you're achieving something, or that you're accomplishing. And it kind of gives your mind a creative way of looking at, doing something different, you know what I mean? Or challenging yourself during certain phases of the moon to eliminate and or bring something towards you, if that makes sense. So it's just a creative way. It's a creative way. And, the moon has an effect on all of us, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. I know I can see it in my dog. I mean, when the full moon when the full moon is starting to kick in, my dog's energy is at, total gets, she gets rambunctious, and then it's no coincidence, but I start hearing other dogs in the neighborhood start barking. So the animals pick up on energy frequencies greater than what we do, because their minds are not, so to speak, conditioned to 3D circumstances. Their brains, in a sense, are pretty much, they pick up on these frequencies and they understand on a different level, because it's all about instinct, animal instinct. So yeah, I mean, my dog, she can pick up energies even when I'm doing certain kinds of readings. You know what I mean? So yeah, but something about momentum this week, keeping your goals realistic during Capricorn season. Power of number 7, we could see the Chariot card. Some of you guys, again, maybe thinking about going out of town, or thinking or planning for a vacation, maybe in 2023. But looks like we're going to my favorite power of number 21. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Leo or a Cancerian born in the month of July. Power of number 1, you could be dealing straight up with the Capricorn. But the number 1 can also represent the Magician. So some of you are dealing with a Gemini, possibly an Aries. Power of number 2, well, that Magician, if the Magician kicks in, that's all going to be about focused intention, and pretty much what I just talked for the last few minutes. Power of number 2, you could be dealing, High Priestess energy may kick in. Your wisdom and your knowledge, or your gifts of intuitiveness, or you can maybe even say psychic insight, may also be on the grow right now. You might be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces born in the month of February. Power of number 17, sign of Aquarius. This could be about community, social media platforms, rising to the top, focusing in on career and success. The Moon card may also kick in. Power of number 18 I'm seeing in there, and also power of number 16, the Tower. Maybe you are finally going to be, and I've said this before, maybe you, Scorpio, are the one that's going to be the tower, the physical tower that's going to start shifting that energy frequency, shifting the ground underneath you. And it could be about rebuilding yourself back up in the year of 2023. But why wait an extra week? Start doing it now. Okay? A lot of downloads. Some of you were born in 1981, 1982, 1986, or 1987. Could have been born in 1971, 1972, 1976, and or 1978. Could have been born on November 21st, November 1st, November 2nd, November 6th, November 7th, November 8th, the 17th, the 16th, the 18th, October 26th, October 27th, October 28th for some of you. Okay? Power of number 21. I'm curious. General collective reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Okay. Trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers, what is the overall general collective energy, the message for my amazing Scorpios for the day commencing for Tuesday, December 27th of 2022, please? Wow, Scorpio, what's up with this? I just gave you a pep talk. Eight of Swords. Okay, a word I'm hearing off of this is feeling maybe overwhelmed. Who knows? You know what? If the Eight of Pentacles shows up, okay? If the Eight of Pentacles shows up in this reading, then it's going to go back to what I said about what to do during this Capricorn season. Some of you feel like your hands are tied or don't know which way is up or down. I think there's something here about what I'm picking up is feeling overwhelmed, that it's making you feel stuck or trapped or trying to get out of some kind of mentality. Or somebody, I don't know, unless if this has to do with this specific person. I mean, my readings can go from one extreme to the next. I mean, sometimes it can end up turning into a love reading, or it's going to be about career, goals, work, orientedness, whatever. Okay, all that good stuff. But somebody's feeling stuck or trapped in a situation. They could feel trapped or stuck by family members. It could be a job. Somebody might be having a hard time making a decision about shifting or changing jobs right now. Who knows? But whatever's going on in your mind right now, Scorpio, you need to know that this Eight of Swords energy, it's really, truly an illusion, because in truth and hindsight, with the Eight of Swords, there's only one person. So traditionally speaking, the way the Eight of Swords comes in, this is of our own doing. Okay, when we get into this type of funky energy, okay, I'm personally feeling that this might have to do with just being overwhelmed with too many things before the end of the year, or you feel like your hands are tied. Who knows? There could be a very small percentage of you that could be waiting for somebody to get out of jail, okay? But other than that, no, I feel like this is about you. There's something, I would say that there could be something here that is holding on to your subconscious mind. Like it's got a tight grip on it. But this has to, I'm sorry, but this has to do with our own doing. We have the power to get out of the Eight of Swords. I've been there before, okay? Where you don't know which way is up, which way is down. Again, it could go back to somebody feels like they can't catch a break. Let's see what this is really all about. Okay. Trusted ancestors. What the hell is this Eight of Swords energy mentality? What is this? Oh, okay. Thinking. It's just thinking. Trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo or a Libra born in the month of September. For some of you, trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, well, that's fine. But don't stay there too long. Don't stay in the tunnel too long, because remember how I said a few days ago, if you guys caught this reading, I'm trying to think, it might have been, I feel like I want to say it was like either the general collective love reading or the general collective reading. Remember how the Hermit came up and I said, you have two choices. This is what I'm feeling here. You have two choices. Are you the Hermit or are you the Lantern? It's a matter of perception. Here's what I'm feeling here. What I'm feeling more so right now, like, okay, I get it. You may have a specific person that you're thinking of. Some of you do not have a specific person, but you could be thinking about your romantic life. You could be single, wondering, waiting when your soulmate is obviously going to come in. However, I feel like, honestly, this is more about your career. What you feel you're meant to do. I've always seen the Hermit card is like Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Master Jedi. In a metaphor like that, the lantern would be the lightsaber. And the lightsaber, if we're talking in Star Wars terms, on a metaphoric level here, the lightsaber is very powerful. And what you choose to do with that lightsaber is up to you. Are you going to cut through the dark forest, we'll say, with that lightsaber and not be afraid because somewhere in your mind you actually do have your own wisdom and knowledge. And sometimes being in the hermit mode is about seeking wisdom and discernment. Have you, Scorpio, been giving, this might be a reminder for some of you guys, have you guys been giving over your power, your Master Jedi, quote unquote, your Master Jedi power to outside forces, outside influences that are making you feel stuck or trapped? Do you feel trapped and bound to somebody? Do you feel, because what the Eight of Swords teaches us is that it's an illusion. You actually have the power. Nobody is holding you against your own free will. Only you. And a lot of you have taken back this year a lot of your personal power and control and definitely keeping up momentum. But maybe some of you guys are struggling behind still, and that's okay. Think about where you're at right now. Is there anything that you can do today in a small way to shift the frequency? Or is your mind, in regards to something in particular, are you the one that's thinking it's never going to happen? It's, you know what I mean? That negative, low vibrational self-talk. Think about where you're at right now. Is there anything you can do to shift? And if you feel like certain circumstances in and around you have like a waiting phase, or you have to wait for something or a phone call from somebody or whatever it is, then what can you do if you feel like you're in hermit mode, trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel here? What can you do during this hermit mode to shift your vibrational frequency? Because nobody on the outside of you can shift your vibrational frequency except for you. The only thing that you're going to pick up on is people's frequencies. You can pick up when somebody's in a bad mood, good mood, happy mood, lighthearted energy, or somebody's just being downright nasty. You can pick up on that. But the Master Jedi knows how to control one's thoughts. Remember in The Empire Strikes Back, when Yoda had to prove to Luke Skywalker, he was trying to show Luke, again, how to use the power of his mind to get that, we'll call it the speed fighter, the jet pilot thing that Luke flew to that. I can't remember the planet. I'm usually good with Star Wars themes and so forth, and analogies, or the Dagobah system. There we go. I think that's what it is. The Dagobah system. Trying to lift that jet out of that swamp. But Luke, because of his ambition, when you think about it, Luke was trying so hard to master this internal power within him, that it was almost counterproductive because there was fear. There were fears that Luke was fighting internally, this internal battle with Darth Vader. Okay, remember when he was seeing Darth Vader in that swampy area, but it was in his mind. But yet, when you think about it, we can also look at it as when Darth Vader showed up in that swamp in Luke's mind, that was like a telepathic message from Darth Vader unto Luke. But what Yoda showed Luke in that swampy Dagobah system, okay? Remember how Yoda was breathing? Some of you could be holding your breath right now, which can also be putting you on the path of resistance. And when Yoda said to Luke, don't try, just do, right? Yoda showed through relaxation because he breathed his way. And when little Yoda put his arms out with his little 3-finger hands, okay, he's a master. Yoda is a master in that character, a master of energy. And showed through relaxation and through control of breath, the energy could be shifted. It's no different like when you're doing Reiki. Some of you guys are certified Reiki healers. Some of you are thinking about going into Reiki. I know a method and a technique I used, and I wasn't taught this through my Reiki master, but it was something that Spirit intuitively showed me, that to do Tai Chi breathing while I was doing a Reiki session for somebody, because I knew intuitively my body is a conduit, and I knew for a fact my body is a conduit for energy between this earthly platform and the spiritual platform. And breathing in, okay, breathing in life force and exhaling any type of negative energy frequencies that could have been hitting up the person that I was doing Reiki on. And I will tell you this, when you do breathing, when you are really truly going into the zone of breathing, because a lot of people do it through meditation, right? It does take the life out of you, but you'll know. You'll know when your energy is clear. But the way that we manifest things is through relaxation. You need to stay persistent with your goals, but not to the point you become so obsessed with what it is that you're trying to achieve that you hold your breath. Because it's going to affect also too your physical body. On the earthly platform, you can end up getting a headache when you're straining too much, when you're, the last thing you want to do is fight against the grain when it comes to your goals, Scorpio. Where are you at in the quote unquote, the Master Jedi energy right now? Are you at the phase where Luke didn't feel like he could do anything? Or are you going to make the conscious choice to master and harness your own energy and learn how to become Yoda or Obi-Wan Kenobi? Mental focus. This is something about mental focus. And what I'm hearing Spirit say is something about not allowing any more procrastination, because procrastination, I've been there. I've battled with procrastination many times over, many, numerous times over in the past. And it's still a work in progress for me. again, that for some of you Scorpios that are high energy, or you have an overactive creative mind like me, setting some kind of a schedule may get you on that path, because once I know I'm on a schedule, it does help. The problem I personally run into, and hopefully it's not going to be too much like this in 2023, trying to block that energy to where people are trying to pull me from different avenues. You know what I mean? It could be about my outside job that I have. This could be about setting more healthy boundaries. Who knows? But think of it this way. Anytime you start to feel that you're procrastinating, I want you to say to yourself, that's the old me. The old me used to procrastinate. Say that to yourself. The old me used to delay things, procrastinate, have the tomorrow syndrome. No, the new you is in perfect power and control because you tell yourself so. You are shifting an energy in your subconscious mind to be more proactive. Somebody here, or it could be a group of you Scorpios that are feeling like something is not going to happen, or every time you turn around, there's a blockage. Is there really? Learning how to harness your own power and transmuting that energy and pushing it in a positive direction. This type of energy, it's been a while. It has come up before in my readings, probably many months ago. But for whatever reason, Spirit's bringing it back up again. And I know that, and Spirit's saying they want to see more cards. I get that, and I am going to throw more. I don't care how long this reading goes. Whatever you get out of this reading, my awesome Scorpios, is on you. And what you do with that information, how you process that information, how you feel about that information, take it and run with it. You know what I mean? Because you guys, remember, the sign of Scorpio is the transformative sign of the zodiac. We are here to become the transformers of energy, the quote unquote, the master Jedis, because Scorpio energy, we are all about change. And a long time ago, I never used to like change. And it's taken me years to understand what is change. What are the benefits of change? It's about moving, when I think about it, it's about going into a higher level of consciousness. Because remember, we don't use full capacity of the power of our brain. There are hidden talents that are trapped in your subconscious mind. Talents that were probably supposed to come out a long time ago, Scorpio. But out of fear, doubt, people telling you, oh no, you shouldn't do that. No, you would never be good at that. No, I just don't see you're the type of person to do that. Allowing people's negative talk to affect you. I'm seeing the piano. I don't know who plays piano. Somebody wanted to play piano or become a concert pianist. I don't know. But I'm hearing the piano. I'm seeing a black baby grand piano. Some of you could have wanted to be a singer, but you never took the lessons. But you like to sing. Or some of you have vocal abilities trapped inside of you, but you need a proper teacher to bring out the right tone, the right resonation, and not be off key. But some of you have a fear of an audience. Some of you have trapped fears in your head about, like, what if I'm not good enough? And that could be for anything. Stop giving your power away, Scorpio, to these outside forces. Some of these people in your world and in their environment, they're never going to know how to tap into their quote unquote, their master Jedi energy, because they're not focused. You want to be focused. You want to push energy, shift energy, see a different environment around you. But it's flat out true. It starts with us, because nobody is going to capture your vision. Nobody is going to create your success for you except for you. But you may have those helping hands along the way. But this is serious. This is a very serious issue. Because somebody here, it could be a group of you Scorpios. Maybe some of you guys are just, still trying to figure certain things out. But are you the lightsaber or are you the Master Jedi? Or can you become the both of them, knowing perfectly well how to work that lightsaber? You have the empower and the intuitiveness to shift your environment. Because on the bottom of the deck, I've got the Chariot, man. Remember how I was talking about yellow? Blue is the color of truth and victory and honor and success. The balancing act, the yin and the yang. Right here, the Sphinx. Some of you guys have thought about going to Egypt, taking a trip to Egypt. Some of you guys should take a trip to Egypt. Plan for it. I know that's one of my, for myself, that's one of my that's on my bucket list, because I have had a spiritual calling to go to the pyramids, because I feel somewhere buried. I've never done like a genealogy test, but I do have numerous cultural backgrounds behind me. But I've always had this major energetic pull towards Egypt. Some people think about the Holy Land, but no, the power is really in Egypt. It is really truly in Egypt, because that land, that area, and despite the fact that, it's beautiful in a different way. If you see pictures of Egypt and the Sphinx but there is so much power. I almost feel like when you go to Egypt and my mind, like doing remote viewing in my head, like to go somewhere to be able to harness the power of your energy. I feel like if I were to be standing in front of those pyramids or in the pyramid looking around, I feel like I would walk out of that pyramid and I would be a totally different person. Like I would actually be more empowered. Because there is this, it's kind of like if anybody's gone to, and I've never been there, but maybe some of you guys have, because I know a lot of you guys, I have viewers off in England and Ireland, etc., and Scotland, but like Stonehenge, like people can pick up this energetic frequency. I used to be able to pick up strong frequencies when I lived in Colorado, being near the Colorado Rocky Mountains. There is a massive power force in that hub, in that area. Some of you may feel like you might need to move to a place where the energy frequency is different, instead of what you've been accustomed to seeing, the same place, the same people. Some of you guys have never given yourself the chance or the opportunity to move out of your own hometown. I've lived in 5 major cities. I gave myself those opportunities because I am all about growth and expansion. And I'm glad I gave myself that opportunity. And some people can never say that they've ever done that. You know what I mean? So What I'm seeing here is Spirit saying, time to put your Master Jedi cloak on. Move in silence. Especially for you guys that have goals. You know what I mean? Remember how I've said to you guys before in the past, if you're going to post something on social media, pack it with a punch. Just don't post these memes and senseless posts. Show your creativity, show your passions, but monitor when you post. Shock the hell out of people. If you're going to school or gearing up to go to school, why not wait until you graduate? It's going to be more of a shock factor. You know what I mean? Oh my God, wow, that's where you've been. Wow, that's so amazing. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. Instead of giving a detailed step by step of everything that you're doing, because that just should show you that you're trying to always seek validation. The validation, you guys, we have to learn and harness this power and this thought process that the validation comes from us. We have to learn how to give ourselves permission to validate our own self. So what I'm hearing is, be the Master Jedi. You're either the lightsaber or you're the Master Jedi, or you're one in both, or you're going to shift or change or transform. Get out of this I can't energy, or I don't know if this is ever going to happen, or everybody keeps me stuck. No, 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 no. Do you think this is the true you, Scorpio? No, it's not. This is a false illusion. This means that somebody gave their power away. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes we do it and we don't even recognize it. The Hermit's coming in to be like, learn how to control your thoughts. You're going to be Yoda, raising that jet fighter out of the swamp. Some of you are meant to be natural born leaders and teachers. Message from the Hermit. Look at that. Look at that yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It is about your solar plexus right now, Scorpio. Strength. And yeah, some of you guys are dealing with a Leo or a Virgo born in the month of August. It might take you, for some of you guys, while you're becoming your own Master Jedi for 2023, you may have this peak of energy between now and August of 2023. You're going to come in renewed, or this renewal of thyself is going to be massively on the grow, or there's some form of success. Might even happen for some of you guys over the next 8 days, where it might be like an aha moment, or something will just quote unquote snap in your mind in a good way to be like, you know what? I'm not going to allow X, Y, and Z to hold me back anymore. Whatever the X, Y, Z is, setting boundaries. Some of you guys will walk away from family members in 2022 and also in 2023. You've got this massive strength, Scorpio, that is headed in your direction. In fact, the truth is, this strength energy, it's already there. You just are trying to figure out how this boost of confidence is going to overtake you so that you feel like I'm hearing the song Unstoppable from Wonder Woman. I'm unstoppable today. Well, today and the power of now is the perfect time to start zoning in on your master Jedi skills, quote unquote. What's your plan? Make it realistic. You've got this empowerment coming up, and I'm also picking up on another time frame going on here, that something maybe about the full moon in the sign of Leo, which won't, I believe, hit up until either the latter part of January or the first part of February of 2023. Message from Strength. Boom, baby. Ace of Pentacles. Look at the yellow, 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 yellow. That is some freaking kick-ass. This is a yes, you guys. Promotions, raises, job opportunities, becoming a millionaire, billionaire, you going for your dreams. Engagement proposals coming in. All because you are choosing in this hermit mode to harness. You go from this dark and uncertainty, questionable kind of energy, and you're moving into empowerment and success and the glow up. Some of you may get engaged within the year of 2023. More specifically, there could be definitely engagements that will happen in August. This is amazing. This is like a massive, this is like, listen, to me, the way I see it in the cards, this is like a massive shift, a 180-degree turnaround, all because it's either the aha moment or something, again, snaps in your mind, like it clicks. It'd be like, oh my God, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I know how to proceed forward. Okay, now I got to start making phone calls. Okay, I got to call this person, make connections, communication with this person, that person, reach out to other people across the country, whatever it is, Scorpio, whatever it is that is going to, this could be about a move. You may go somewhere. It could be sunny California. It could just be warmer climate. Who knows? Bottom line, there's major success headed in your direction. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. There's that Magician card. Focused intention. Which way to the Wizard and the Emerald City? Follow the yellow brick road, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, more yellow. Empress. Solar plexus energy. It's beautiful. You guys are rising to the top. All because you've made the right moves, the right decision, and stop second guessing. Stop second guessing yourself. Fire energy, passion, and desire within you. Yes, you could be more specifically dealing with the fire sign. I feel that this is more about a personal empowerment reading, Scorpio. But when we take action, especially for us females, for my girls, my Scorpio girls out there, listen, when we take action, we put ourselves into masculine energy. There's no way around it, okay? Because we're both those energies, but what we're exercising, even if you're a woman in business, you're exercising your masculine energy, because the masculine energy takes action. And what I'm also picking up here is I'm looking at this color theme that's going on here. See, okay, so we got yellow, 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 a lot of yellow. But see how the red, this is showing me also too that your sacral chakra, which would be your creativity, your sexual power, but also the red, this is your root chakra. It's almost like your root chakra is going to also get reactivated once you get into this solar plexus energy. You work on self-confidence, you get back into personal power and control, which now Spirit's advising me as an individual. I think I'm going to start ahead of time here and listen to guided meditations for my solar plexus. I feel my solar plexus is very good, but I can strengthen it. It's not going to hurt me. It's only going to empower me as a person. Message from the King of Wands. Some reason, Spirit, I went beyond number value. I went beyond number value of the King of Wands. For some reason, I headed back to the number 21. You're going to get out. Okay. They're just reassuring you. You're going to get out of this imbalanced energy, especially when it comes to your career and finances. Okay. We'll take that. And it's true, because here's the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. We're not going to be juggling Scorpio. So how does that happen? Focused intention. Active communication. Because I even said like 2 readings ago if it was in the general collective reading or if it was in the, I don't know. I doubt it was in the general collective love message. Probably in the general collective reading, the last one. If you have debt, if you have creditors, don't avoid them. I just heard a car honk in the background. Don't avoid them. Call them and see, and have an open, honest communication. If there are smaller debts that need to get paid off before the larger ones, okay? Because your credit scores, some of you may have some good credit scores. Others of you may be really struggling, or some of you guys are in the middle. A lot of this may have to do with the backlash of going through pandemic, okay? It could have even been that way even prior to pandemic, but pandemic might have just made it even 10 times worse, okay? Something here about passion and desire that I'm picking up on this King of Wands. Your success right now is riding on the fact about you making some solid decisions in this Master Jedi Hermit mode. How you as an individual, doesn't matter if you're dating somebody, doesn't matter if you're married to somebody or have a specific person, putting the power and the energy back on you is also going to shift you to this magician mode. And you're going to start to see also too, your outer world start to change little by little. People are going to be looking at you differently. That's why I said, if you're going to post anything on social media, especially when it comes to success, career, business, make an impact. Be the wow factor. Be the shock factor for people. Because it's just amazing what people don't expect. There's a lot of people, I feel, Scorpio, especially in some of with your family members, that have underestimated you. Have taken your energy for granted. Lazy partners that you've had before in the past that took you for granted. And you may not be with those partners anymore. Maybe it's a thank God situation. Who knows? But they are going to catch tailwind. It will eventually end up happening. It always does. Message from the King of Wands. We don't have any more time for this. Now is not the time to be feeling sorry for yourself. And a lot of you guys are getting out of that vibrational frequency. There's far too much power in these cards, especially with the Hermit, to outweigh this feeling of, if you've been going through depression, if you've been going through loneliness, if you feel like you need to seek help or guidance counselor, maybe some of you guys have been going through a lot of internal anger that has yet to be let out. You know, your friends and your family are a no-go to release this, anything that you feel has been suppressing you, Scorpio. There are therapists out there. There are therapists, there are specialists that can help you. Some of you, I know for myself, one thing that is on my bucket list in 2023 is to do a past life regression. I haven't done one in a while. It's been a while. But you may want to look into past life regression or finding a past life regression and do that also too. Not just do your practical, you know, seeking out help from a guidance counselor that can help you get through any kind of past trauma. Because remember, our DNA cells are picking up on these frequencies. When we're angry, when we're sad, when we're depressed, and DNA is so powerful, anything that happens to us will affect our DNA, because it becomes like, because each cell of DNA can hold thousands upon thousands of, we'll say, informational file systems in one DNA cell. So shifting frequency within your DNA, and I'm still learning a lot about it because it is very intricate. It's very intricate to learn, but they do have like binaural beats and guided meditations that you can listen to shift your DNA, to shift the frequency, to alleviate these. It could be past childhood traumas. It could be the way that your parents treated you. It could be about abandonment issues. These things, we have to keep releasing it. So take a look, you know, into past life regression. I don't think that there's, not to my knowledge. I mean, in my city, I don't think that there would be, I don't think there's anybody who would specialize it. I might have to go out of town. But something to consider. I know, it's like I said, it's on my bucket list, past life regression. Some of you need to do a banishing candle ritual. Anybody who has hurt you, they're toxic. There's so many different ways you can do a banishing, energy clearing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Because very few, Scorpio, very few and far between are there going to be people that are going to be allowed to sit at your table of abundance. I feel a lot of you are meant, you've always known that you were meant to do something great, something big. A lot of you Scorpios are multi-talented, such as myself. You know, I've got many numerous backgrounds, talents, everything that I've tried or tested my hand at. And I'm glad that I did, because it makes me more and more educated. The more you thrive or thirst for knowledge and wisdom, that raises your vibe. When you seek for wisdom and real knowledge, and you seek for the truth, that wisdom and having that discernment to have the wisdom, you're going to be blessed, Scorpio, because you're seeking and thirsting for knowledge, and you're testing your hand. It doesn't matter whether or not you make something into a full blown out career. The fact that you have some new talent within inside of you says a lot about you versus a lot of other people who do zero. And look at life in one direction. So, become the Master Jedi. It's time. Keep your goals realistic. Break them down. There are places that you can search online for free money or getting some kind of financial aid or assistance if you're going to go back to school. There are groups and organizations for women in business. Got to do your research. Remember, this is not you. This is you on a quest for knowledge, wisdom, discernment, being your own lightsaber, your own lantern in your dark tunnel right now, Scorpio, because you're getting ready to emerge. And there will be people that will be sobbing and crying because they cannot be in your energy or your presence, because this could end up being people that will have guilt, remorse, regret for how they treated you in the past. And that energy's come up before. I saw it in my mind's eye. But you know what I was seeing? I was technically seeing in this Kipper deck. Hang on a minute. Where's it at? 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 It's in here somewhere. There it is. This is what I was seeing in my mind's eye. But when we say community, I was picking up on Aquarius energy, the star card. There are people, again, this message is kicked in before and it's kicking back in again. There are going to be people sobbing and crying because you're rising to the top, Scorpio. This is a huge, major transformation. People are not going to be able to compare to you. You're going to have friends, family members that are going to regret how they treated you. Never being appreciative of the things that you did do while you were in their presence. Becoming the emperor or the empress. You're going to have real romance, twin flame. Some of you guys will get engaged or married in 2023. Lover's energy. Seeking wisdom and knowledge. You're not going to be that much longer in suspension, Scorpio. The faster you get and harness and control your mind, control your own thoughts, you are the only one that is behind the driver's seat. Bottom line. I'll be back for more readings for the channel today. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all of the new subscribers that have come into my Blue Scorpion Tarot community. Welcome. Let's make all of our other sister, brother Scorpios feel welcomed. We're here to support each other. We have a very special group. You know, there are other readers out there that really, some of them dedicate or have another channel that, you know, they'll dedicate to their own zodiac sign, which is great, you know. So you're a new Scorpio to this community. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant Victoria will book you for that personal reading. But until next time, take care.